Alright, I'm really excited about this one, but we are going to be getting an in-game event featuring the Pokemon Yamper. Yeah, this is one of those Pokemon that a lot of players wanted in Pokemon GO, and it looks like we're finally going to be able to get it. Alright, what's happening everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon GO video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. So we are going to be getting the Pokemon Yamper in Pokemon GO. It is going to be arriving through a Yamper's Paw Prints event, which is going to be an event dedicated specifically to this Pokemon. You're going to be able to get this Pokemon in the wild, which I'm really happy about, and ultimately this is going to be one of those Pokemon that will be a staple to this game for a very long time. So yeah, let's talk about the details for this Yamper's Paw Prints event, and then afterwards let me share some of my thoughts. The Yamper's Paw Prints event is going to be a relatively short event. It's going to be happening between June 20th at 12 o'clock AM local time until June 22nd at 11:59 PM local time. The debuted Pokemon is of course going to be Yamper and its evolved form Boltund. You can get Boltund by evolving Yamper for 50 Yamper candy. It's going to be very simple. There's no evolution requirement aside from candies, which of course is a huge plus for Pokemon GO players, especially if it turns out that Boltund is a really good Pokemon for PvP or raid battles. Now, during this event, we're going to get the following event bonuses. You're going to be able to get 2 times the amount of Stardust for catching Pokemon, and you're going to have an increased chance to encounter Shiny Snowball, Shiny Poochyena, and Shiny Furfrou. There's also going to be event-themed field research task rewards, and my guess is that there are going to be field research tasks that will reward the Yamper, so that could be a great way for you to get high IVs of this Pokemon. And of course, there's going to be a paid timed research ticket, which, if you purchase it, you're going to be able to get 4 incense, 6,000 Stardust, as well as encounters with event-themed Pokemon, including Snubbull, Poochyena, Rockruff, Yamper, and more. Now, during this event, we're going to get the following wild encounters, and you guessed it, it's all going to be dog Pokemon. First and foremost, you're going to be able to see Growlithe, Snubbull, Houndour, Poochyena, Electrike, Lillipup, Furfrou, and Fidough, and then as an uncommon spawn, you're going to see Hisui and Growlithe, as well as the new Pokemon Yamper. Yep, that's right, Yamper is going to be spawning in the wild. It's not going to be locked behind any kind of paywall, which is a really huge plus for this event. And then finally, there's going to be a timed research, which is actually going to change up based on the day. On June 20th, you're going to have a timed research that's going to give you encounters with Poochyena, as well as 3,000 experience and 1,500 Stardust. And then on June 21st, they're going to switch it up to Furfrou with the same rewards of 3,000 experience and 1,500 Stardust. And then finally, on June 22nd, it's going to feature Snubbull, and you're going to get 3,000 experience and 1,500 Stardust on top of it. This timed research is actually very interesting because it seems like it could be 3 separate timed researches based on the day, but it could also just be one long field research where the rewards are going to switch up from Poochyena to Furfrou to Snubbull. I really do not know how it's going to go down, but my guess is it's going to be 3 separate timed researches. So make sure you're playing every single day during this event so that you do not miss out on these bonuses. So 2 things that are going for this event. First and foremost, we are getting the debut of Yamper, and it's going to be available in the wild. Really good thing. I think Yamper is going to be a really fun Pokemon. I do not necessarily know whether or not it or its evolved form are going to be any good when it comes to raid battles or PvP, but at the very least, this is a fan favorite Pokemon, and it's very much in the same spirit as Pokemon like Eevee, where it is a fan favorite. I really like the fact that Yamper is going to be available in the wild. That is a really big thing because typically with these in-game events, it's quite rare that they would debut a new Pokemon and have it be something you could get for free. There's a lot of Pokemon that they debuted where you would have to raid for it or hatch eggs for it, but this time around it's going to be available in the wild, which means you could just go out and play Pokemon GO and you can come across Yamper. That is a really good thing that Niantic is doing, especially because this is a fan favorite Pokemon and they could have definitely cashed out on it. But I do like the fact that it is going to be free to play. You could just essentially just get yourself a Yamper right off the bat, but it's going to take a little bit of luck because according to them, it's going to be an uncommon spawn in the wild, which means you will actually have to explore to get yourself a Yamper. Now, another really great thing about this event is, of course, the double Stardust bonus. I'm a big fan of it. I really think it's coming at a really good time, considering that this event is going to be right before Pokemon Go Fest Global. It's going to be a great opportunity for you to farm up on a whole bunch of Stardust before you do all those raids for Zacian and Zamazenta. Chances are you might come across a Zacian or Zamazenta that is going to be worth powering up, but if you're able to catch a whole bunch of Pokemon during this event and accumulate a lot of Stardust, then you're going to have a lot on hand to power up one of your Zacian or Zamazentas right away. So yeah, overall, I think there's a lot of good things happening regarding this event, and I really do think you should not ignore it. Yeah, chances are Yamper is going to be a common spawn after this event ends, much like with other dog Pokemon that we've seen like Snubbull, Growlithe, even Hisuian Growlithe. A lot of those Pokemon were never considered rare, and Yamper certainly could be one of those Pokemon, but I still feel like this is an exciting debut. It's going to be one of those Pokemon that a lot of players will actually enjoy collecting. I mean, for crying out loud, it is a Corgi Pokemon. How can you not like Corgis? They're some of the most adorable animals in the world. So yeah, color me excited. I'm really happy about this event, and I do think it's going to be a really good time, and it's going to build a lot of momentum until Pokemon Go Fest. And yeah, I really hope the Pokemon Go community agrees with me because I think Niantic is doing a lot of really good design decisions here with this event. But in any case, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts regarding this Yamper's Paw Prints event down below. Are you excited for the debut of Yamper, or do you feel like this is one of those Pokemon that you just simply do not care for? Maybe you're a cat person and you just simply do not care about dogs. If that happens to be you, definitely share your comments down below at your own risk. And yeah, let's have a great discussion. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if it's your first time here, and don't forget that notification bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. Real quick, let me give a shout out to all of my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support the Jinsula channel, the best way you could do that is going to be by joining my Patreon. If you become a paid Patreon member, I'm going to add you to my Pokemon Go friends list. That means for stuff like remote raids, the friendship system, opening and sending gifts. If you want to play Pokemon Go with me, then make sure you go and check out my Patreon. I'll put a link to it in the description below. And if you want to support my channel in a completely different way, you're always welcome to do so by following me on social media. My handle is at Jinsula. I'm on the platforms you see on the bottom of your screen. Make sure you go over there and give me a follow, and you'll have access to some exclusive content. With all that said, that's going to be it for this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.